What's up guys, Mark here, Skatite, and today's tutorial is going to be on render settings and compression settings. And I'm going to show you, some settings that are, probably the best on YouTube, best render settings and best compression settings. Now, you may remember this clip from the last tutorial, how to make your clips look HD and more like a DSLR. And I will make an annotation to that tutorial in the corner over here. Bing. So yeah, let's get into the rendering. So once you have your clip and you have all of your settings and it's fully edited, you're ready to export it and you're done with the editing. Alright, time to upload. So what you want to do is if you're in After Effects, I can also make a tutorial in Sony Vegas. I can't make it in Final Cut because I don't have a Mac, so only After Effects and Vegas for me. So if you're in After Effects, what you want to do is take this little work area and you want to bring it to where you want the where you want your video or montage to end. So I want mine to end right before I mark the camera. And again, for people who are new to this, marking the camera is after like the skaters landed a trick you like or that you are satisfied with, you take your hand and you mark it in front of the camera, so you know when you're playing back the DV tapes, you know when to quit or stop capturing the footage to the computer. So I want it to end right here, and I'm just gonna bring my work area bar to the scrubber. It's the same thing for the beginning. You go to where you want it to start, maybe like right here, and you just take your work area bar and bring it in. Okay, so now it's only going to render what's inside this work area. So time for the rendering, you want to go to composition and make sure you have the composition you want to render selected, like so. Composition, add to render queue. Alright, now this is going to be really simple, and a whole bunch of people out there are gonna bitch, my settings are better, F you, all that. These are the best settings, and it's proven. Just follow what I'm doing. So once you have your render queue, you want to go to lossless, and here we go, and you want to come down to the bottom left and select audio output. If you don't select this, you are going to have no audio for your footage, so make sure this is check marked. Format is AVI, and this is some spam shit I get for Skype. AVI format, AVI. I find that it's best for PCs. Mac, you might want, if you're on a Mac, you might use MOV, but if you're on PC, just use AVI. All the rest of this you don't really need to mess with. Format options, you really don't need to mess with any of the codec. That's what it's pretty much a compression. You really don't need to mess with any of that stuff. Just make sure you have audio output check marked and format. Color management, again, don't mess with any of that. Now render settings, click best settings and make sure your quality is on best, resolution is on full, the size is the same as your composition, like I was saying. My other tutorials, YouTube's video player is 1280 by 720. Make sure it's this. All the rest over here you really don't need to know about, or you really don't need to set up. Frame blending only on for check layers. Field render. Now I usually leave this off, but for some people, if you're shooting on like DVs or PALs, your field render is probably going to be lower field first. So yeah, if you're shooting on the DVs, lower field first. If you're shooting on HDVs, it's going to be or DSLRs or something like that, HD footage, it's going to be off or upper field first. Okay. Now time span, you want to make sure this is on work area only. Remember what we were talking about. And with the bar, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And frame rate, your frame rate wants to be the same as your clip. again, I went over that in my other tutorials. Hit OK. Output, you want to name this whatever you want to call it, like render test, and then hit save. And then another way to get a fast render time is hit cap lock on your keyboard and make sure cap lock is enabled, and then you hit render. And it might take a while to render, depending on how much effects and how long the clip is and your computer. So I'm going to speed this up, and talk to you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, so once your rendering's done, you should hear like a little noise, which tells you that your rendering is done, and you just go and find your video, render test. Okay, now if we were to right click and go to the properties, this is 475 megabytes. It's not that bad, but if this was like a 2-minute video or montage with a whole bunch of effects in it, color correction and all that stuff, it's gonna be you know, a lot of gigabytes, and YouTube only allows up to 2 gigabytes. So what you're gonna need to do is compress your footage, and even with 475 megabytes, I'll still compress this. Okay, so the best compression I found out is Handbrake, and all you have to do is go on Google and type in Handbrake, and it should be the first link that comes up, and all you have to do is go down to download, select what system you have, and make sure you download the right 32-bit or 64-bit, and you can go into your computer settings to find that out, or just type it in on Google, find out which bit computer you have. And yeah, so once you have that downloaded, install it. I have mine right here, Handbrake. Should take a few seconds to load. Okay, so once Handbrake is up, you really don't need to mess with any of these settings. All you really need to do here is click source, video file, and then you just simply select the video file you have, render test, wait a few seconds, and then you go to browse, and then you select what you want to call it, or you give it a new name. I'm going to call this render test, and then upload me so I know which is which. And once you have the new name set, select what type of file you want, MP4 for Windows, MKV for Mac, and then you just press start. And just a warning, this will take a while depending on you know, what type of computer you have, if it's, you know, really good computer, or how long the video is. I got a pretty good computer, and this is only, you know, a really short video. So as we can see earlier, this is video size was 475 megabytes, and now the new size is 5.41 megabytes. That's a significant decrease in video size, and you do not lose any quality whatsoever. No quality at all. You lose no quality, and that's really good. So yeah, guys, this will be the end of this tutorial. Hope it was pretty quick and help you guys with your settings. So be sure to like, and if you guys have any problems or any suggestions or anything you'd feel like telling me, just write it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Alright, see you guys later.